Welcome along everyone to the Stiks Super Spin that we're doing here this morning, and of course it's for a very good cause. One of our favourite members, Michael Greenwood. We're doing this to raise money for the Menzie Centre for awareness for research towards cancer. I just want to, Stiks is going to talk about the whole cause and how it all came about, but I'll just talk about him for a little bit because I've known him since he was in his 20s. He's got a fantastic family. He's quite a athletic as well as academic family. But Ollie, his wife, who's an institute basketballer at the colleges up in Canberra. Stiks was a former Australian water polo player, and from that they had a couple of good kids. And Josie's who's playing basketball. A lot of people probably know this. That's why I'm going through this. Josie's just come over for summer semester. She's playing college basketball in the States with the University of New Mexico. Her brother Hugh also came through that program, and he's played basketball with the Boomers, and just recently turned to AFL football. He's playing with the Adelaide Crows. So the family's scattered all around the place, but they've come together. Well, actually, Hugh's going to be doing something quite special. He's been growing his hair, and Stiks will talk about it for the last about 4 years, I think. And Stiks has been growing it since he was a baby, and he's never not had a full head of hair. It's just quite freakish, his hair. But this freakish hair is just about to part his body because he, for this great cause, he set about raising $7,800. But it's exceeded 10,000.
Hugh came on board about 4 days ago, and so we're nearly up, I think, to about 14,000 this morning. So,
well, that's fantastic. And the funds to make sure it does show this thing off tonight, the seconds count forward, which Stiks will talk about, the money that we raise here this morning will go towards that. We'll get a count on that at the end of today's session. The other thing, before I swing it over to Stiks, the other thing is someone here that's done the spin or hit before this one is doing the double. They'll win they give us all a road of swigs. I don't know if anyone's wearing one here today. Could be good. So someone with that hoodie. So if you've done 2 classes, you could be in line for that. So stay at the end of this one. Now, Stiks has lined up quite a bit for this month and the previous 3 years, and been our guest instructor for Digify for Kids, which will be more later in the month. So he's had a lot of practice instructing, so I'll get started and I'll hand over to him. But you might remember that when he does have his little go, you've got to be quite prepared because he does like to smash you. So coming in, mate. So tell us about the course and how the game is.
if you don't, we'll start pedaling. So
yeah, this is your warm-up, by the way, everyone.
we could be a long one because I'm known for talking too much. The history behind the seconds count. Unfortunately, 3 years ago, my wife was diagnosed with secondary breast cancer, which is also known as metastatic breast cancer. Through that, a couple of her friends were so moved by it, they contacted on and said, we want to do something for you as a family. My wife said to them, I will send you 2 articles to read and then call me back. And those 2 articles stated that 10% or less of all money raised for breast cancer goes to women, or unfortunately guys too, with metastatic breast cancer, secondary breast cancer. The other thing that we sent to them was, which is a very horrible statistic, is that only 78% of women, 78% of women die within 5 years from being diagnosed with metastatic breast cancer. So that's where I came up with the $7,800 for their hair initially. So when they rang back, they put their heads together and they thought, and my wife was really adamant that the money would not go to our family, that it would go into that specific research, that every last cent would go towards research into metastatic breast cancer. So they, young group of people, amazing people who've never done a fundraiser before, came up with the idea of the second counter ball. We had our inaugural ball last year, and through that we raised enough money to give to the Menzie Institute to start a dedicated research program into metastatic breast cancer. So for the last 12 months we've had people employed, they've got the resources they need, and they're specifically looking into why breast cancer spreads into other organs. So these amazing group of young people have decided to go around again this year and keep the program going, and through that I thought it's about time I would put my hand up, because we're always looking for ways to raise money, because there's so much research going out there and things like that. So I said I put my hair on the line as long as we raise $7,800. Hugh, my son, and Josie and his girlfriend America for the last 2 years, they set up a thing over there called the Pink Pack. The mascot for their school is the Lobo. The strength of the Wolf Pack is a pack, so they went about research, they had t-shirts, they had fundraisers, they got everybody on board, and they raised nearly $80,000 towards research in the New Mexico hospital. So he became very attached to his hair. He's got very long, and they were calling him Gore and all his names. And he looked like the guy off what's that biking show? Sons of Anarchy. He even named his dog after that guy. So, but anyhow, he's fine. And then he really didn't want to cut it off because he didn't want the message to die. But anyhow, he tried to bail me out last week, and I said, I'm in too deep, mate, it's got to go. And so he said, all right, I will fine, you do it too. Yeah, and in 4 days we boosted up by $5,000. So he is better looking than me, so one of us will be looking very ugly tonight. So about 8:30 tonight it comes on. And I haven't even seen what's underneath it either. So that's it, that's the story of it. So every cent you guys put in today goes straight into that cause. So thank you very much. And I have to say one more thing because I do talk a lot. I've got to thank all Rotary too, because not only do they support what I'm doing today, we mentioned the Give Me Five for Kids. I mean, this is a really good gym. It is a family, community oriented gym, and I really can't thank them enough. So, let's get into it.
Okay, well let's bring all the class, we'll do the warm down now.
I said I could talk. I'm not allowed to talk tonight,
Okay, so let's get stuck into it, everyone. We have done the warm up, so it's time to get rolling. Stiks will get noisy old bike, Stiks will actually take the back end of the class, so I'll get it going. So look forward to that. Let's get going. Put enough gear on, we've got on the flat, we're going to go down here. Let's get on the flat, let's get stuck into it. We're going to pick up the lead of this one fairly soon. So sharp speed, hands right, shoulders released. Your first speed here, have fun.